It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. 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 It is well with my soul. It is well. I will never fail. It is well with my soul. It is well. I lift my eyes. It is well. God on my side. No fear, no change. He's in control. He's in control. No fear, no change. He's in control. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. Every song, every door. Well. Still it is well. It is well. Oh, Yahweh. Good morning, everybody. I purposely played that song, and I just want to know, is it well with you? No, we're man. Just let it play another background. This is an honest question. It's not a rhetorical question. The women are not here. Your kids are not here. Is it well with you? Is it really well with you? Have you been feeling some pain, going through some struggles? Have you shed tears and tried to look for solutions to situations and you just get completely confused? But I still want to tell you, it is well with your soul. Because the one that created you, he has a purpose for you. I can't tell you about what the future is going to look like, but one thing I can tell you, it is well with your soul. Even through the pain and the struggles you're going through, it is still well with your soul. You need to decide. You need to confess it. All right. Thank you very much, Covenant. Thank you. You see, what I do normally, because I cannot talk to you when you're cold. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot talk to you when you're cold. And there's nothing that you can achieve in your entire life when you're cold. How many of you do sports? What do you do first before you start working out? You warm up, right? So we're going to warm up. Is that okay? We're going to warm up. Okay? I wanted to just stand up and look to your neighbor and tell that neighbor, say, it is well with me. It is well with me. You know, they didn't hear you. They didn't hear you. Tell him again. Tell him again. It is well with me. Now ask him a question. Is it well with you? And wait for an answer. All right. I wanted to sit down. I wanted to sit down tight. I hope to God, and it's going to be a little bit shame. If you're sitting down here, you don't have anything to write down. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you want to write down. So if you haven't have anything to write down, you want to get your notebooks or something, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can jot down that is going to transform your life. I know whatever is not paid for is normally not valued. Whatever is not paid for, people don't pay attention to it. But I love what I'm doing. I will do it with one person, I will do it with 1,000, and I will do it with 10,000. I will do it when I'm paid for, I will do it when I'm not paid for. As a matter of fact, me coming here, my agency know that I'm coming, and I have to pay my agency. And I told them, man, this is an NGO. I'm not getting anything from it. I said, still have to give us our share. I'm not asking to pay anything. But at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you that question: why are you able to take anything from this seminar? So you need to write a couple of stuff down that you want to start changing. You want to start asking yourself, we're men, and we're going to be honest and open to ourselves. So the first thing I want to do, I wanted to walk with our body. I want you all to close your eyes. I want you to sit down with your both feet on the floor. Sit down upright. I want you to inhale with your nose and you breathe out with your mouth. We're going to do it again. Inhale with your nose. Breathe out. Do it again. Inhale with your nose and exhale slowly with your mouth. Do it again. This time around, let the stress go. Let go of distractions. This moment matters to you. Now I want you to sit up again and raise up your head and chest out. Sit upright. Breathe out. Now place one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. So you can feel that breath right now. And breathe in deeply. Do it again. Tell yourself, I am here. I am focused. And I'm ready to grow. Breathe in. Get the energy. Get the energy in. Give me louder. Give me louder. Give me louder. Get the energy in. Are you ready to grow? I wanted to say as loud as possible. Are you ready to grow? Yes. Are you ready to grow? Yes. Are you ready to take responsibility for your future? Yes. I want you to repeat this after me. Today I choose growth. Today I choose growth. Today I choose responsibility. Today I choose responsibility. Today I become a man. Today I become a man. A real man. A good man. A man that provides. A man that protects. A man that uses integrity and wisdom. I am a real man. I am a good man. I stand to my responsibilities. I'm a man of value. I'm a man of quality. It is well with me. Thank you. Now let's begin. How do you feel? A little bit better? I have a little agenda for today. So today's agenda is kind of a little bit compact. It's going to take you through a lot of stuff. So we want to first of all find out what the role of a man is, and the power of choices, because the choices you make makes you. So you need to really know what the role you play in the community, in the church, in the ministry, at home, at work. What is your role? And a lot of men don't know their role. Now, if you don't know your role, you're going to be misplaced, right? So we want to go through the foundations of the character. We're going to use acronyms like growth. We want to identify your God-given design, your shape, your framework. Then we want to go to something you love. We're going to take a little bit break. We're going to go to something I know a lot of you really want to dip into. We want to go into some financial intelligence. This is one thing you're not taught in school. Ask your children, do they have financial classes? No, nobody teaches you. You want to go deep into that. Economic awareness. Is this just basic career investment? You want to go into entrepreneurship in Germany, tax structures, strategies. How do you purchase real estate and stuff like that? How do I start my own entrepreneurship? I have people on my eagle eye table that they know I'm coming here and they can finance up to 10 million. It depends on what you bring on the table. When you bring something sustainable on the table, they can finance you. But we're not even getting there. We want to start from the scratch. So I'm not going to give you all the goodies. We want to start because if you don't know what is inside of you, how can you use it? So that's going to be a little framework of what we want to talk about today. um, I have some. I want to give you some my open thoughts, and I have these two words here. It came to me this morning: introspection, rumination. Has anybody heard those words before? Okay. So I like my brothers right here. Today, if you have never been open before, you need to be open today because I can only flow with you from what you give me. All right? So we need to flow together. I'm going to be throwing because I mean a couple of questions came from you, but I'm going to throw those questions back to you, or else I will not be able to help you. I don't have the magic thing in my hand. As a matter of fact, let me just introduce myself in case you don't know. My name is Anthony. I studied economics. I studied psychology. I did my MBA here in Germany, and I wanted to give up at the age of 42 when everybody have left school, and I decided to go back again to the university and doing an MBA, not in English. Most people do it in English. I did it in German. And close to my final exams, I had I asked myself, why do I need this? I already have 3 diplomas. Why do I need this again? And then money's coming. Let me just drop. My professor said, go and fetch your money, come back, and you can finish. I've been in Germany for over 40 years at various companies. What I do right now, I build companies up. I don't have any people of my color working for me, sadly. I don't have companies of people of my color, sadly. A lot of German, Asian, Saudi Arabian companies, they hire me to build their companies for them and tell them what is wrong. I did not start my life like that. I started my life. My motivation was one day, I tell you that little story. I think I came from US, came down to Germany, and I had this wonderful job. I was one of their business advisors, the only black guy. And I think every 4 weeks, I got promoted. And there was a position, the guy in front of me was the senior director, and then he called me to his office. He said, look at my board. So on this board, he had the pictures of all the workers under him, about 32 of us. And he asked me if I can see a black spot. So, no, open your eyes. Can't you see something wrong with this picture? There's a black spot. That was me. He said, it's awkward. See, I've been following your career process. This is where it ends. Because the next position is going to be my position, and you won't get it. I said, it's fine. I said, take it and take the company. I'm going to start my own company. And everybody thought I was crazy. It was Denmark then. Denmark, 1992, 93. I was already, it was about 100K, 110K yearly. And I said, it was like I was bewitched. And I started my company. Went through ups and downs. Went through the dot-com bubble. If any one of you know that, that's the crash. That's one of the greatest crash. And then you have the 2008 crash, the second one. All the crashes since then I followed it. You know, when you go into crash, you know what happens? When something crashes, what happens? I was bankrupted twice, lost everything, sold everything, sold my property back in the States, in Monaco, in Saint Tropez, sold everything. I went back to Munich. I left Stuttgart. I went back to Munich with €2. That was what was left on me. I'm a believer and I'm a Christian. And I remember that night, I took off all my dress, my last three of my companies I didn't want to sell. And I'll dress myself, I'll do this night vigil, and then I'll pray to God. I say, God, I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're doing something because this is not normal. And I know I'm not cursed. But whatever you need to do it quickly, and I'm ready. And I end up selling all my companies, and I went to Munich. And I had only €2 in my hand. This was something I built 11 years. I'm telling you those stories to know that I've experienced a lot in my life. And I started from the scratch all over again. People that I pay the salary, I had to be working together with them. But I dropped all arrogance. And I said, if this is going to be a new start, it is well. My brother is a prophet. And I called him. Then I said, we need to pray together. Ask the Lord what he's saying. My brother, he doesn't really like fasting for people. I said, you have to fast for me. So what I did, I grabbed him with the two of us. We stay in the church together so to make sure that he's fasting. First day, what did the Lord say? I didn't hear. Second, what did the Lord say? Then you see, better speak to this God. Are you a real prophet? The third day, say, I heard. Before I called him, say, I heard. I said, what did he say? I said, super. He said, I asked you to wait. How many of you have heard stuff like that? That when you're looking for an answer, and the only answer you get is wait. You feel good, right? Do you feel good you had such an answer? Come on, be real. No. That was the prophecy I took to Munich. I was waiting, whatever I was going through. There was so much anger in me, bitterness in me, failure in me. I didn't feel like a real man anymore. Lost everything, been on the top, now at the bottom, rock bottom. Do women feel like that once in a while when you lose stuff? And I was bound to make it. And I did what God has given me, and I keep on doing it. Paid for or not paid for. I started earning 1/5 what I used to earn. But I was doing 200% what I used to do. And somebody found me. He said, you're more than this. I said, no, 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 no. If you want to promote me, just promote me to the place of the manager. I'm fine. He said, He said, my manager too. He said, what I earn, what I see you, your capability is more than that. If you become a manager, you become a slave. Why didn't you do this project? What you see in Media Markt and Saturn right now was my concept. Way then. 2002, 2004. And that was how it started. All over again. And I just checked my records to find out that all that I built in 11 years that I lost within a period of time with 2 crashes, God was able to restore it in only 1 year. No stress. I had about 43 workers that were driving me crazy. I'll go on vacation. I can't even enjoy my vacation because there's something wrong. I have to fly down. And I had no stress. Is God not good? It was pain. But I want to tell you, you see, introspection is when you look into yourself and you check yourself. Self-assessment. What do I have left? What can I do? What is wrong with me? Is there anything good about this guy? Introspection. I wrote something down about introspection. I wrote introspection down. As I said, you see, introspection is actually defined the discipline or the act of discipline of looking inwardly, examining yourself, examining your thoughts, your motive, your actions to gain clarity, to grow and make yourself better. Introspection. Intro. Now, rumination that's what a lot of men do, and that is what kills us. Rumination is repetitive, negative overthinking. Why did I make that mistake? You are making this negative thinking without any resolution, right? And you are thinking everything that you have lost. You are looping them, you are looping the thoughts. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? My wife has gone, and I lost that money. My life is not good again. I've been in Germany for 100 years. Past focus. You're stuck in the mistakes of yesterday and the problems of yesterday, and you're not even moving forward. How many of you have thought about the past mistakes and your pain, and you worry and you worry and you worry and you got a solution? I've not seen anybody worrying and that worry had made him to achieve something. Worry destroys you. Worry causes diseases. Worry kills you silently. My brother, don't worry. Don't worry. Tell your other brother, don't worry. Because what will be will be. Don't worry. The time you spend in worrying, Rick Warren gave me something and I love it. He said it's hard to tell any man not to worry because we love worrying. Worrying is in our DNA. But if you have to worry, set an appointment for worrying. And I love it. I love it. He said the day has 24 hours. Tell yourself, Anthony, worry. Because that will make you feel good. Because don't worry. It doesn't make you worry. But worry between 7 p.m. and 7:10. Worry all kind of worry. And write it down on your appointment. So if you want to worry at 6, I have an appointment for worry. If you want to worry at 8, I will worry at 7. So that time you have to worry. Because how can you worry the whole 24 hours and lose the day? Makes sense, right? So if you need to worry, set an appointment for your worrying. All right? Sounds good? I want to talk about pain. This is something every man does not like. We don't like pain. And does anybody know why we go through pain? If you have any, I don't pray so, some tumor, whatever, and it has to be operated, right? Or before it needs to be operated, how do you know that something is wrong? You have to feel, right? Because you don't feel, but you don't even know it's existing. And you can just die silently. So the pain you feel makes you go to the doctor, right? Now the doctor wants to help you. What does the doctor inflict you more? But we all know at the end, if you're able to endure what happens, it's a simple equation. Don't run away from pain. Pain is not a curse. The curse only works when you accept it. Go and ask all the herbalists. They don't inflict pain. They can only inflict pain when you give them your body. They can inflict word. And the word have effect on you when you start accepting it. All right? And then you yourself, you cause pain. I'm cursed. It is my grandmother that caused me. And then you start inflicting yourself. That's what we call self-inflicted pain. And that one hurts, and it hurts badly. The things you say to yourself every morning: I'm not good, I'm black, huh? I'm black and I'm not proud. But James Brown said it somewhere, and say it another way. He said, I'm black and I'm, but we now say I'm black, but I'm not proud that I'm black. I'm black and I'm denied. Uh-uh. You see, we men, we have shame of the things that we have lost, the marriage that's not working, the kids that left, the career that we couldn't follow. You know, you have series of pain of things that happens to you, moments you wish to happen that did not happen. Pain becomes it becomes so bad, and you start you can it kind of starts having pain like a spiritual thing, not even knowing how much the pain is destroying you from the inside. I want to tell you this morning before we really go into the depths, the pain you've been feeling, the pain you are feeling right now, the pain you will feel any other time is going to be your greatest ministry, your greatest purpose in life. Because if you have to endure that pain, you will be able to help somebody else going through the same pain. That's what I'm doing right now. I endure my pain, and I know there's always a way out. If I didn't go through those pain, I would never even know this kind of stuff exists. But because of the pain that I went through, I can do. So 6 things, pain does to you. I don't want it to resent. I don't want it to resent the pain, because what you resent today, God can use it to heal you tomorrow. We know that. We know that all things work together for good. Romans 8:28. All right. Anyone can bring good out of good, right? Anyone, all of us here, we can bring good out of good, right? But I know somebody that his speciality is to bring good out of bad. Does any one of you heard that before? There is someone, his specialty is to bring good out of bad, is to bring miracle out of mess. You heard about somebody like that? I know. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Now, how do we get through this pain? How do we get through it? Number one, not by a prediction, you can't predict it, but only by trust. If you say you know somebody that brings good out of bad, brings miracle out of mess, trust that person. If you say God, trust that God. Are you following me? Any other person, this crystal ball, and they want to read future for you, they cannot bring any good out of bad. But since you say you know someone that can bring good out of your mess, then trust them. Number two, stop trying to figure it all. Start trusting the one that already has figured it out. Makes sense? Why should I be bothering myself, right? You see, God does not waste pain. Pain is not a waste. Pain transforms you. Pain brings the better quality out of you. Your pain is not wasted. It serves a purpose. a purpose of transformation. Now, let me end with this. I wanted to shift your attention from temporary to eternal. Focus on reevaluation and priorities, because that is what pain does. Because pain refocuses you. When you go through pain, you focus on something. If I didn't feel pain, I would still be in Stuttgart. I'll probably still be doing what I was doing then. But the pain that I went through made me to think another direction, another possibilities. And some of you are even here today, want some new possibilities. Probably it's because of the pain you're feeling, you need something else. So if you're not experiencing that pain, you won't go that far. Pain reveals you. You see, I can do 100 push-ups right here with my 62 years old. And some of you, after 10, you collapse. But when we stand together, you say you are younger, you are stronger. But when we now do pain, it reveals what is actually your capacity, what is inside of you. Today is Good Friday, right? For those of you that are Christian, this is the day that Jesus, in our days, in the original days then, it is not April, but there was a time Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane and he experienced the worst pain. And that pain revealed what he really was. Just like you and me say, Father, if it is possible, end this pain. I don't want anymore. But quickly he said, but let your will be done. I am ready. Even though I'm going to die in this pain, it revealed the true character of him. What is pain revealing in you? Because when pain is inflicted in you and you have two choices, go and do armed robber or stay put. Go and sell drugs or stay put. You have all and choices. You see, that is what God has given us. God give you the free will to choose. And it will not stop you. And you can choose. And that is the reason why the world is broken. We are living in the broken world. And the choices you make every day determines where you are. So the pain you go through will still reveal what kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? On the sideways, since we are talking to men. Men does not have anything to do with macho. A man that beats his wife is not a man. How many agree? Your hand came up so slow. Let me say it again. A man that beats his wife is not a man. A man that curses his wife is not a man. A man that abuses his wife is not a man. A man that commands his wife every day is not a man. That's not man. That is madness. If you have not heard, I'm telling you fact, total madness. It is because of the pain inside of you, and you don't have any other person to inflict it to. You inflict it to the one that is closest to you. Why don't you look for your enemy? You can't. And then you inflict it on the weaker one. It does not show any character of manhood. A man of dignity, a man of respect. I learned this from a pastor in Munich. I need to say it in German so I can translate it. Ein richtiger Mann muss von seiner Recht verzichten in eine Ehe. You don't have to be right. At home, you don't need any proof to know you are the man of the house. You don't need a title. You don't need to put on the jacket. You are a man of the house. So why do you need to scream? You're the man of the house. Why? Why? She knows. When you are doing your thing in the room, it's you that are on top. You are the man. Oh no? So why do you need a proof for that? Again, you don't need any proof for that. And then scream, molest, ill-treat. And no, you are reducing yourself. You are making yourself a nuisance, small, minuscule, irrelevant. You devalue yourself. You take the value of yourself. It doesn't matter how you say, the woman, let her talk. That's how she was made. Let her. A real man, do you have to answer? Do you have to talk? You can keep quiet. That's a real man. That's just a side note for you. Pain, apart from revealing what we really are, our weaknesses, our fears, our hidden character, apart from that, pain teaches you. Pain is a teacher. It builds wisdom you cannot learn other than through that pain. It turns experience into understanding. Pain strengthens you, develops you, endurance, resilience, spiritual maturity. When you go through pain, you get all that. Pain makes you tougher. How many of you go to the gym? Okay. They say no pain, no. Everybody that goes to the gym, they must be crazy. How can you be purposely inflicting pain on yourself? And they go over and over again. But what happens? It makes them stronger, right? They are muscular, right? Komish. That's the pain. So those are one of those things also. And lastly, pain. And I think that's the most essential part that we need to understand today. That pain you are going through right now, that pain is preparing you for your purpose. Don't run away from it. You need it. All right. Let us find out what a real man is. What is a real man? I want to ask you. There's a wonderful picture of Mandela. He's a real man. 27 years in the prison for doing what he did not do just because he wanted to do something for his folk. I want you to think. I just want one or two people to just give me an answer. Don't tell me a story, either in a sentence or in a word. What do you think, from all what we said up to now, you think is a real man? Anybody? We are between ourselves, maybe just few, so we're good. What do you think is a real man? Good one? Enjoy pain. What else? Persevere. Yes, sir. Are you a Christian? Wow. Wow. Yes, sir. Come again. Somebody that knows himself. I throw that. Thank you very much. How many of you know yourselves? My brother is making circle. You see, when pain, you will know yourself. Because we said it, pains reveals who you really are. So the more pain, you will know what you are capable of, what you are not capable of. You see, I cannot shoot anybody. It doesn't matter how much you hurt me. I have 3 wonderful grandkids, 2 wonderful daughters. Even though I will say, if anybody hurt them, I will kill them. I cannot shoot anybody. I cannot kill anybody. It's not in my DNA. It doesn't matter how much I'm hurting. You can bring a bag of here, fill this room with chocolates. I will not eat. I don't like chocolates. Ah! And you cannot tease me with it. You can put here cocaine and here marijuana for free. It does not entice me. If I know pastor has in the office cashew nuts, I will take break and I will go to his office. You heard me? If I know the pastor has a bottle of cashew nuts in the office, I will say I want to use the restroom. I will go to his office and put some cashew nuts. Everybody has to know himself. A real man. You see, you need to really know yourself. And I wrote something down. Let me see if I still can find it. I don't know why my microphone is either it's too loud. Yeah, I found it and I love it. Manhood is not something proven by possession, the things you have, your titles, power, but it's something chosen. It leaves out consistency. A real man who begins with self awareness, commitments to values. Strength exists not in dominance, not when you beat your wife, but by safety and well being of others. A real man accepts responsibility for contributing to the growth and the security of those entrusted in him. I'm a real man. Say that after me. I'm a real man. I protect, I provide what is entrusted into my hands. I walk with integrity and honor. That's a real man. That's a real man. Now, a real man make choices. We make 2,464 choices every day. My brother, how many bandanas do you have at home? Huh? Okay, why did you take this red one? Ah, so you have to make a choice, right? Bandana. My brother, you have a Wilson socks on. Is that the only socks you have at home? It's the only socks you have. You don't have any other socks. Now, why did you put on this shoe? Ah, so you have to make a choice which kind of shoe you put on in this weather. You see, when you calculate, at the moment you wake up, even before you wake up, should I wake up? Should I wake up? Should I sleep 5 minutes more? No, no. So when it's about 2,000, over 2,400 choices you make. And these choices makes you. These choices define who you are. So we want to talk about the power of choices. Life is a series of choices. Every day we make decisions, and those decisions eventually shape us, shape the man we become. We make our choices, and those choices that make us. How many of you agree with me? Wise decisions build sustainability. Is that right? So the question is, how do we make wise decisions? We want to go into that. Yeah, stepping little by little. You see, what I did today was to put a lot of pictures together to make it easy for you to assimilate, make it kind of elementary, because it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that you're going to learn today. We're going to have questions in between. Please be writing your questions down in case you have any question. It's very, very important so you can take something home. I'm just laying the foundation because we're going higher and higher. It becomes a little bit more complicated, but we need to go gradually. See, that man is standing just like every one of us. Should I go right? Should I go left? How many of you have been at a crossroad so many times? And how do you know if right is right and if left is wrong? After you become 80 or 90? And I mean, I'm so glad that you made it here. Not everybody was able. I'm so glad that you made it here. And please don't take today. Take with you. Every man is a product of the decision he makes. We make our choices, and our choices makes us. Poor decisions carry consequences that shapes our life. Be careful about the decisions you make. The next point I want to go to, a real man leads. You see, he provides for what is needed. He protects what is entrusted into his hand. With integrity and wisdom, he leads the family, the community, whatever, wherever he is. A man is a leader. A leader is not what you call it, authoritarian. Yeah, it's not a dictator. A man is not Hitler. You understand what I'm saying? He leads. So for me to lead, my eyes has to be open. Because if I'm blind, who is going to follow me? And people always follow people that lead and know where they're going. You will always find people following you. I followed my brother from Munich down here. How many of you have followed a blind man, except you want to help him or steal from him? You understand what I'm saying? So if you know where you're going, if you're a man of integrity, if you provide what is needed, you protect what is entrusted in you, you have wisdom and integrity, you don't need to look for them. They will follow you. Things will follow you. Money will follow you. Opportunity will follow you. Things will follow you. Goodness and mercy will follow you when you lead. Okay? So, leadership. What is leadership? The decision a man makes shapes his destiny. That's a beautiful answer, man, right? Hmm. Leadership. See, your choices determines your direction that you want to lead. Your discipline determines your growth. A man that wants to lead has to be disciplined and consistent in everything that he does. This is important for the things we are going to learn today. For you to be able to achieve it, it is simple, it is easy, but you will need discipline. Your wisdom determines your future, right? Can I go to Aldi and buy wisdom? Question. Where do we get wisdom? Huh? By learning. Wonderful. Where do we get wisdom? Hmm? I want two people to give me an answer real quick. Where do we get wisdom? Nobody knows. Ah, please tell me. I want to buy one. I will buy one for the whole ministry. No, no. Today we are talking about man. From what? From experience, we get wisdom. How many of you sitting down here have learned from your experience? Okay, all right, and from other people too. Okay, yes, sir. I mean, thank you very much because what you were trying to say just now, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Christians or not Christians. I mean, the Bible is the book of wisdom. It's full of wisdom. So if you don't know which is the master book my brother is talking about, I so one I know. You even get it for free. But the thing is, I love all your answers, is wonderful. The thing is,
after you have learned from these experiences, you've written them down, do you cross check on them and use them as a guideline to lead you? Or you leave it as an experience? A lot of the things we're going to talk about today is going to stay in some of you's notebooks. It looks good, you design it, but you don't review it. And when you start moving, yeah, it said something. I heard something. I heard it before, but you're not using it as a guideline. How many of you has bought a gadget before? Everybody. What comes always with a gadget? Huh? 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 What? Manual. Now, men, be honest to me. Be honest. Be honest to me. If you buy a very complicated gadget, how big is the manual? How, uh, how many of you have a car? At least, okay, at least one person. Yeah? Does the car have a manual? Please show me with your handbook is the manual. How big is the manual? And you are still driving the car. And the car functions, right? Some of you have a cell phone. It comes with a manual. There's even an academy. Yeah? There's an academy that you can download. How many of you have visited the academy? Ready? So how can you use this full capacity? Now, it's the same thing with the experience. All these things that you have learned, if you don't use it as a guardian when you are going, you cannot live to the full capacity of the experience and the wisdom you've gotten. It's the same thing with the Bible. People read the Bible. We know it's a book of promises, 6,000 promises for you is in there. Yeah. But why don't we remember when we're going through pain? Why don't you use it as guidance? So everything you're learning today, everything you're jotting down today, please use it as a guideline when you are leading. Legacy. Legacy is something very, very, very important. Is rooted in our heritage because every decisions we make or we fail to make, yeah, it breaks or builds future. What is the legacy you are leaving down? What should people say about you when you're gone? Hmm? What is it? What should they know you for? A failure, a beater, a molester, a drunkard? What? What legacy are you living down? And every man make choices daily. And those choices, they form your habit. These choices, they form your habit. And now habits now shape your character. And when you have a character, it determines your destiny. Where my man? Where the real man? Are they gone home? Are you a real man? Do you have a character? Do you have a destiny? Do you have an habit? You see, character and destiny, you cannot directly influence them. The habits you can influence. And the habit is hard to stop. The things you do regularly, the choices you make every day, good or bad, becomes an habit. Have you had friends or that said, I want to stop smoking, I want to stop drinking, I want to stop this and that, and it's hard for them. They really want to stop doing whatever. We all have all kinds of habits. I have a very bad habit. I complain. I have a very bad sleep. 2, 3 hours, I'm good, and my brain is still working. I hope it keeps on working. And I tell myself, Before I go to, I want to go to bed on time. I want to relax, don't do my brisk walking. And I have a kind, I will still walk until meeting. I'll walk until my eyes I fall down. Bad habit, very bad one. And the blue lights, the lights on your computer and stuff like that, it gives your brain the melatonin, and it thinks you are awake, and it charges your brain again. So instead of you falling asleep, you are awake. We were here yesterday, I think there were 12 minutes. Everybody was tired. I'm going on, I'm tired. And then we got home, light was on. That was the worst mistake. We left the bedroom light on and talk. Pastor has a good habit. That one was, he's already sleeping. Me and Mama would talk till 4 o'clock this morning. Bad habit. And we all have some. So the more you do it, the more it becomes the part of you. So if you want a good destiny, if you want a good character, start by cultivating a good habit. All right? Wake up in the morning, say something good to yourself, bless the day, be grateful, be thankful. Say today is a good day. Today I'm going to be a good man. Today all opportunities come to me. Affirm something good. Start your day with good. Not wake up in the morning, shaisetak, night. And the day is already bad before it even starts. This is something that I teach another group, which we'll get to for some time. Do you know you can pull things that looks so far away from you, you can pull it to you by affirming them? If you are financially completely broke, it's a very simple strategy that I know it works. But the thing that why it wouldn't work for so many people is because they're not consistent. You can wake up every morning and take 7 minutes. 7 is not much, and affirm those good things. The spiritual intelligence in me draws money from anywhere to me, draws good opportunity to me. 7 minutes, I start affirming the same thing. Do it in the morning, the afternoon, before you go to bed. 21 days. Most people, they stop probably 5 days. Some do it till 19th day and they forget to do it again. And the miracle will happen because you just see people calling you from everywhere. The thing is, we want to write it down and see if you are consistent in doing it. You will put something to you. You will think it's not a mistake. Because the book of wisdom we just talked about, it said, call those things that are not as though they are, and they will come to you. They are there. As long as your brain does not want it, it will not come to you. But the moment that your whole being wants it, those things will find place in you. So you can call it to existence. The one that created you, everything he created, he called them to existence. They were there. He called them to existence. And you are a DNA of your creator. You can call those things to existence. I refuse to be broken. And I told myself, this is not the end. I told myself when I was 28, I was too old. I told myself at the age of 32, I was too old. I told myself at the age of 40, I was too old. I told myself at the age of 50, I was too old. Now I tell myself I'm a young boy. I can do anything. I'm 62. I changed my perspective. I just changed my perspective. Right? Make sense? All right. Now, since we are in the church, let me give you a spiritual foundation. The spiritual foundation says, a man that walks without the guidance will stumble. And I think it's Proverbs 3 that says it. It says, but the man that allows God to direct his steps builds a future that is strong, sustainable, and meaningful. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. That's what it says. And it will direct your path. And Proverbs 16:7 says, when a man's way, I love that. You need to write it down. You don't need to be a Christian It says, when a man's way pleases the Lord. Let me say it again. When a man, a real man's way pleases the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Real man, what is that telling me? The brother at the back there said something just now which aligns with it. So, what's that telling me? If my way pleases the Lord, he will even make my enemies to be at peace with me. So, what do I need to do? That was what the brother says at the back. Real man. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a Buddhist, it doesn't matter, but you're here with me. I can tell you one thing. Even though you don't know him, I can tell you and I can prove that he exists. You can sit on your bed every morning and said, I was here, and Anthony said, you are somewhere. I don't even know where you are. I don't even see your sign, but prove yourself in my life. Do something to show me that you exist. It will show up. That I promise you. And a real man has to build a relationship to him. Now, a real man builds bridges, and this is very, very essential because what I'm giving you today, since I'm not charging you anything, and this is what is going to make it sustainable. You have to build bridges with it. What do I mean by that? Somebody else has to profit from what you are profiting from today. The bridge. There's a bridge in Japan. That bridge is the Akashi Kayo Covenant. The bridge. That is one of the longest bridges. Very long. On that ocean. It connects two cities together. Incredible workmanship. The longest bridge on earth. What am I talking about? Because remember, bridges others will walk on. Some of you that comes to this ministry, the pastor of this ministry builds bridges for others to walk on. Connects people together. Imagine a village is separated from another. All of a sudden, they cannot go to the other side anymore. And this man every day was building and building, carry bricks, and people are laughing at him. What are you doing? And over and over and over and over again, he kept on doing it. And all of a sudden, he was able to achieve that. Now, children can go to school, they can trade. Opportunities was there because one single man was able to build the bridge. My question: what bridge are you building? Is rhetorical. Ask yourself already now, what bridge have you been building? Have you been building bridge of negativity, perversion, lie, dishonor? What kind of bridge? Bridge of selfishness and bitterness? What kind of bridge have you been building? Because whatever bridge you build, others will walk on it. It will either help them or destroy them. And I hope you decide to build a great bridge. Today we're talking about building a sustainable future. And future is built by men who choose growth. right? Responsibility, wisdom, and legacy is very, very, very important to know. And the role of a real man is kind of ripple. Ripple is when a stone falls into the water, and then it has this ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? The ripple effect. Because ripple are small waves that just spread outwards from a central point, especially from water. It touches people. So whatever you're doing, it is touching people. I love using acronym because with the acronym you'll be able to remember. So when you remember ripple, a man's role is ripple. Only the E is missing. It is responsible, yeah, responsibility, integrity, provide, and lead. That's what we already spoken about. So your role in life, you have to take responsibility, stand to your manhood, have integrity, protect whatever has been entrusted to you, provide what is needed, and lead with integrity and wisdom. How do we grow? Now, I love this, and I'm sure it's going to help you. Now, we are going a little bit deeper. A matured man has to understand that manhood is not just defined by power, position, but by responsibility, service, stewardship towards God, family, community, and future generations. That's our legacy. So now the key factor now is growth is a key factor for building sustainability because everything that is sown grows, right? Everything you sow grows. Everybody know that. Before you were a baby, and now you're an adult. So without growth, everything is going to die, right? So since we know that, I'm using growth as an acronym. And my dear brother at the back there will love that so much. A real man, whatever you're going to achieve, you want to be a multimillionaire, you want to have so many enterprises, you need God first. That's the first G in the growth. You need God first. I don't know how you can make it without Him. I'm sorry. And believe me, in my seminars, I say the same thing. I don't even know who's sitting down because we want to know what is inside of me. I say, without God, if God take away God from me, I'm a nuisance. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But what makes me who I am and gives me the capability of doing what I'm doing is the power of God that is in me. During the break, people will ask me, they want to know more about it. And funny enough, sometimes there are Christians in that say, so you're in Germany, you say God like that. Why can't I say God? Because the God that I said, somebody else is thinking is Allah. This one is thinking is Jesus. That one is thinking, everybody. But whatever you do, God first. If you want to know the kind of God I'm talking about, come and meet me during the break. I have Bible here. I have Bible here. I have Bible here. But who believes that? That you can absolutely cannot achieve anything without God. If you still don't believe that, it's going to be hard for you. So you will need Him to direct you. You don't need to be a pastor, a prophet, an evangelist. Sit down. You don't need any emotion. God. Anthony said, I need you to be successful. He's everywhere. You can go to the toilet, sit down, talk to Him, and He will answer you. Build a relationship to Him. You don't need any formal thing. Come to Him anytime. And He loves you so much. If you come to Him today, He gives you €1,000 tomorrow. You run away from Him 3 months, and then you come again 1 year again and say, God, here I am. He will still welcome you. That's how good He is. And He showed that through the prodigal son. Spent all the money, ran away, came back home. The one that was at home they didn't do any fire. Yeah? But the one that ran and spent the money, embraced, made it first. Anytime you come to him, it doesn't matter how much you have failed, it doesn't matter how much you have messed up, he will always receive you back. That's the true love of God. That's why I say God first. So whatever pain you are going through, whatever struggles you're going through, each time, don't say that nonsense. Yeah, it's because of my sin. Yeah, it's because I ran away from. Run back to Him. He is ready anytime to receive you and to embrace you anytime. Yeah, but I cheated on my wife and I smoked in that him. It doesn't matter. Go to Him. He will embrace. He will even cover your shame. He's not a good God. Yes, He is. All right. I emphasized on that a little bit because without that, you will never achieve what is coming. The R in the growth is the responsibility you take as a man. I say this often, and this is a quotation from George Washington. A man that gives excuses is good for nothing. A man that gives excuses is good for nothing. Why didn't you come to the seminar? We announced it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Pastor, excuse. And I've not seen anybody giving excuse that achieve anything. You will never achieve anything with giving excuses. Be there. Do it. Stand by it. Stand to it. Opportunity. The O in the growth is not the opportunity that you seek for yourself. You create opportunity for others. A real man creates opportunity for others. Some of you, you came to this country, God has blessed you. Probably your wife, your girlfriend came and struggling and does not even know where left and right is, probably does not have the right education. Create opportunity for them. Probably your family is doing fine, and some church member, somebody you met on the street, in your workplace, help them out. Create opportunity for somebody else. Make it work for somebody else. Zig Ziglar wrote in his book. Zig Ziglar is the coach from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the father of Tony Robbins. At least you know Tony Robbins. He says you want to achieve and have great success in life. Look for something that people need and give it to them. Just look them. Whatever God has given you, give it to them. And you'll be successful. I did not read that book then. I did not know it. I went God first. I wanted to change. And I said, God, I thank you for all that I've achieved. And I thank you for everything that you've been doing in my life. I need a new strategy. And I knew it was going to give me an answer. And they gave me that study 2008. And everything that I do, I offer it to companies free of charge. I say, I even pay my ticket. I pay my hotel. Just give me the chance to prove to this company what can be better. What do you have to lose? I'm a black man. You don't have to lose anything. Just give me 3 months. Let me work with your papers. Let me see what I can adjust. So if it suits you, it's good, and we can talk about money. How many companies do you think will say, get out of our office? Huh? None, because they don't have anything to lose. I flew in there, brought my car, brought everything. I don't need anything. So the only thing I have to send is what they call an NDA. Yeah. So non-disclosure agreement. So because they will think that okay, probably I want to come and spy. So no, I sign, give them my house vice, and bring my Führungszeugnis to know that I'm not spying you. I want it to be better. And as a matter of fact, I have references. Ask Vodafone, ask Siemens, yeah, ask Mercedes. I work for them, and I have references. Okay, let us try. They will have their meeting. What do we have to lose? Let us give him 4 weeks. Some of them will not even give me that 3 months. They will give me only 4 weeks. 4 weeks is okay for me. I'll check some after 1 week. I say your company is so bad. I cannot even help you. Some of them after 4 weeks, I'll say there's going to be a great change. And then everybody wants to know what's going to be your cost. I say you don't have to pay me. That was the strategy I got. You don't have to pay me. Whatever percentage I'm able to increase, give me half of it. They don't have it. So if I make them to have it, they give me half of what they don't have. Do you think anybody will say no? And they were stupid in the black man. So each of them, like that, they fell into it. Now, when I go to renew, they will ask me, no, we are not doing percentage. Tell us any amount you want. If I told them that I wanted this amount, they would have said, "What? We don't even know what you can give us. This is too much." And it doesn't matter any amount I've mentioned, they will pay because it's still lower than the percentage they will give to me. What am I saying? You want to create opportunities for others, not just for you, for others. The W there is wisdom. You have to do everything you can to accumulate wisdom. Read books, study, learn. Somebody told me something and I said it was a lie, but I asked you. He said black people don't like to read. Ah, so we have discussion now. Let me say it again. Because somebody did something, did not hear me, and you are already answering me. Somebody told me something. They said black people don't like reading. Is that true? Okay, let me ask you, why is it hard for us to read books? Ah, Lifted, do you have a book at the back there? Any book? I don't have my books here. Do you have any book there? I just need a book. Let me have that one. Exactly. All right. It is a fact, not just blacks. A lot of people have difficulties in reading, not because they cannot read. What is it that we say why we cannot read? Not because we're illiterate. We don't have. Hmm? Is that true? Huh? Good. Good. How many people wants to be millionaire in 7 years? Okay. Everybody. Now I'll tell you something. It doesn't matter what you are in life. It's possible. I mean, this is not just. I'm not prophesying. It's possible. Okay. Now the thing is, are you ready to do the work to achieve? Because number one, you have to study. Okay. Is any professional here? Anybody working in the professional field? Nobody's working I heard there's somebody's in IT somewhere. You in IT business? Yeah. Okay. You too. So you are born with it. God gives you a God-given talent. You just wake up. Yeah. Well, as a baby, you get computer. I know. For real. When you have to read something. Ah. No. For real. So these are things we know. Now, when it comes to the things, pastors say, okay, probably we don't love it. Everybody loves to be successful, probably financially, whatever. Are there financial books? Are there books about finances? Man, we are between ourselves. So welcome, my brother. How many of them have you read? Then help me. Then help me now. How do I want to do the job this my brother is doing? I say they have to read a lot. How? Now, excuse me. I mean, I don't want to get on your business. I want to give you a simple strategy that's going to help you to read, and you love reading. Read story, read about women, read about fine, read about whatever you love, but you can cultivate an habit of reading. It costs you only 15 minutes every day. Does anybody have 15 minutes? How many minutes do we stand here? And for those of you using audiobook, you can download your audiobook and also the paper book and do it simultaneously. Now the trick is each book has pages, 200 pages, 280 pages, 250 pages. Now each book has words here. So you can start by timing yourself. No, you count the words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you count the lines to find out how many words is in one page, right? You understand what I mean? Is everybody following me? And then you take your timer, and then you see how many minutes is going to, you will cover at least 10 pages as a slow reader. 10 pages in 15 minutes, you know that's very slow. But 10 pages. So the book is 200 pages, 10 pages in 15 minutes, 15 minutes in a day. How many days is going to take me to read this book? 200. How many minutes does it cost you every day? Is that hard? Put the book before you go to bed because it helps your brain. Before you start swiping, YouTube, 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Keep it. 15 minutes. Keep it. It will change your life. It's as easy as that. How can you want to become something and you are not ready to gain what it needs? Tenacity is the T in the growth. I like the German word. The German word says Hartnäckigkeit. You need to be tenacity in the things you want to achieve. You don't give up. Real men don't give up. I've been reading this book. Today is the 10th day. I don't know. I think I have to wake up very early. You change your habits. Continue. Make it an habit that you will not leave the house 15 minutes. Some of you spend 20 minutes trying to do your morning ritual. You understand what I mean? You just sit down there. It's not coming out there. It's not coming out. You just sit down. And 15 minutes is going. You'll have done your 15 minutes. Is that true? Some of you do your coffee or your tea and you sit down. You're not even thinking, this life. 15 minutes is gone. Some of you take train to your work and you sit down on the train for like about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. 15 minutes is gone. All right. And the last one is our heritage. You see, we all have different cultures. We come from somewhere. And it's very important that you leave your heritage. I will use an example of the Jews. The Jews have an heritage. If anybody is working, 1/5 of everything he earns is for the family, not the Jew family. They leave it there. And if they have 10 children, everybody stays there. So everybody's piling it. so that all the Jews family, they all had, that's why they become so rich. And the whole world is killing them. That's their heritage. And each and every one of us, at least one of the African heritage, is that we do all that we can for our children and make life easy for the next generation. Is that? Or my brother always say, it's been a long time I've been in Africa. But I think that's true, right? And the question, what are you planning for your children? Has life beaten us so hard that it's all about me? And if it's all about you, you will be alone. Let us grow together, my brothers and sisters. Let us grow together. It is very important that we grow together because a sustainable future is not just built in one day, it is built through growth. God first, relationship, responsibility, creating opportunity for others, getting wisdom, tenacity, and thinking about heritage. A life grounded in God, led by responsibility, driven by opportunity, guided by wisdom, strengthened by tenacity, and fulfilled with legacy. Using what God gave us, God gave each and every one of us a gift. Just as each one of you have received a special gift, a spiritual talent, an ability graciously given by God, employed in serving one another as appropriate for good steward for God's multifaceted grace, faithfully using the diverse, varied gifts and ability granted to Christians by God's unmerited favor. I read this in a seminar, and people were saying, "What a wonderful poem!" I said this in First Peter's. It's the amplified version, First Peter's 4:10. So we have to work together. Each and every one of you has something divine. When you bring it together, we become more. We achieve more. Very, very essential. Now I have a reflecting question. I have a reflecting question. We're going to have a short break soon. I have a reflecting question. If life ended today, what bridge will still remain standing, or would you like to build for the people that is coming after you? I want to write it down somewhere. Think about it. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Think about it. If life ended today, what bridge would you like to remain or you are willing to build for the people coming after you? Another one. What is that one bridge you believe you are being called to build in this season of your life? So the reason we are feeling the pain and the struggle is because you have been called for a purpose as a time of this. But what do you think? Write it down. I'll give you 1 more minute. Like I said, the role of a man is not just, it's not simple to live for himself. It's not all about you, but to build bridges for others that can walk safely through it after he's long gone. It's a legacy you leave behind. All right. Let's take one more and then we have a break. You see, each and every one of us, we have a shape. We have a shape. How many of you men believe that every one of us have a shape? A God-given shape, a God-given design. So that will make you to remember my next acronym is the shape. You have it. You have it. Don't let anybody or you yourself lie to yourself. You have it. And this you will need after the break. It is important for you to understand this first session is just understanding the role of a man. And every man has a God given shape. Shape. Say, somebody say shape. Mhm. The S is your spiritual gift. You have it. You have it. Hey, how will I know? Or huh? Is that a question that is coming? Or everybody knows that everybody knows he has a spiritual gift? I hope you know that your spiritual gift is not just coming to prophesy, right? It's not just for the altar. Yes, it's for the ministry. Yes, it's for your manhood. Yes, it's for mankind. Yes, it's to help others. But it's more than that. Special abilities given to you when the breath of life, the ruha, was breathed into you to serve others and build. Since we're in the church, can I remind you, after God said it was very good, he said, go uh-huh, and, and, uh-uh, and, uh, and subdue. So you have it. After, so you that capacity is in you. Today we'll find out how we'll find it out. Is in you. You have it. So you have the spiritual gift. It might be teaching, it might be leadership, it might be encouragement, it might be serving, it might be giving. You have it. Find out what is your passion. What do you love doing? Ask yourself. Let me take an escort real quick. A lot of people, not just men, a lot of people don't take time for themselves. Mindfulness, I call it mindfulness. Please, my brothers, a day has 24 hours. How many of you spend 10 minutes just with yourself? 10 minutes just with yourself. No phone, no television, no computer. I'm basking in darkness, nothing distracting you, not looking anywhere. You on your own. How many of you do that? You call it meditation? Wonderful. And you are just 10 minutes out of 24 hours. You don't need to think about anything. And the trick there is you have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. When you're doing that, your brain cannot think. You because that's all you're doing. And then you now find out how that can be so difficult 10 minutes. It's very it's very healthy for you. Spend time with yourself. When you spend time with yourself, you will see deeper into your heart that there's a spiritual gift in there. And then your heart, your passion, your desire, the things you deeply care about, the God given things to guide you towards your calling, your ministry, the moves, your plan, the things you want to do is in your heart. Your heart. Out of the fullness of heart, There's a lot in your heart. If your neighbor will know what's in your heart. Some have bitterness in their heart. Some have anger in their heart, pain in their heart. Now, tell me, how will this help me to grow? See that guy, strong, his heart is blossom, is illuminating. And I know when we go back to the book of wisdom, since I'm talking to Christians, so I can be, am I allowed to refer to the book of wisdom? So when we refer to the book of wisdom in Philippians 8, he said, well, everything you are thinking about, let it be lovely. Let it be praiseworthy. That's 4:8, huh? So let it be admirable. All these things, think about it. Because I always read Philippians 4, I read it backwards. I start with 8. And then I go all the way down to 6. Because 6 says, the peace of God, the one that passes understanding, will come in your heart. And it's only possible if you're able to do 8. All right? So your heart is important. A, in the shape, the abilities. You have it. Your natural talents. Your the one you have learned, your skills, your God-given skills, your professional skills, communication skills, organization, creativity, whatever it is, you have it. So these are not just things you put in your head, write them down. How many of you went recently for an interview anywhere? The world has changed, my brothers. Hey. Because when you go for interview now, they want to know your soft skills. This one, all your diploma, it doesn't interest anybody anymore because it's AI looking at it, and AI does not care. What can you do? What can you really do? What have you done that help company A, B, C? What are the soft skills? What are your creative idea? What is it is in you? That's what the companies want to know right now. And that is what is going to be useful for your life. If you don't have one, you will learn about how you can acquire. Very easy. The P in the shape is your personality. Each and everybody agree with me that we all have personality, you know? Some are introverts, some are extroverts. We have different personality, but your personality is unique. Your unique temperament, let me put it that way. You have it. And that's why it's important for you. I like the way that man is speaking. I like the way this person is doing his thing. Let me do it like that. It's not going to work for you because you have your own. There's a brother at the back there. I love that brother. He's always so quiet. And when he's looking, something we teach. So when you look at people, when somebody's talking to you, look at him like that. That's how my brother looks. He looks like that. He looks like you. Is you my brother? You know I love you. And some people, they cannot look at you. When you're talking to them, they cannot look at you. If you're talking to somebody and that person looking right in front of you, your eyes, you know how you feel. It's hard for you to lie. We have different personalities. You don't have to cover anybody, copy anybody. Use yours. And what we said at the beginning, the E of the shape is the experience. Your life experiences, both good, bad, painful. Those experiences will help others. You see, you go through some struggles and some pain. You go through it. You don't get stuck in it. You go through it so you can help others to go through it. All the pains that I went through in life, I've been using it to help people, to help companies. I use my God-given talents as my profession. What I'm doing right now is what I do professionally. And it's always service. Because I'm serving, I'm helping. I'm bringing solution. And if I had not gone through it, I would not be able to bring anybody out of it. Men, I love you so much. It is my desire to serve you, and I'm going to serve you today to the deepest. A lot is coming. The second part is some part that you will really love. But I want to end with this one single line, and then we have a short break. You see, everything God has given you, and you know that God has given you something, He has given you a shape, right? None of them is wasted. None. Every gift, every good and perfect gift comes from the Father. With Him, there's no even changing in His shadow. Passion, ability, personality, experience, all this forms your shape. Is there any question that I can quickly answer before we go for the short break? Yes, sir. How do you make use of your heart? You see, your heart, everything, good or bad, comes from your heart. The things that you do comes from your heart. If your heart is not there, you will lose the motivation. It has to come from your heart. And there's something. You show up this morning, early this morning. You didn't have to show up. It was in your heart. And not everybody has that. And believe me, Pastor had asked 10 people to show up this morning. You'll probably be the only person that will show up because it was in your heart. So you need to listen to your heart. And there's something in your heart that is speaking to you. And when you do those things, it pleases you. Let's take a quick break. All right. So see you in 10 minutes to 15 minutes. All right. I'll be at the back there in case some other questions is popping up here. Have you been blessed so far? Awesome. Awesome. So let's have some coffee.
We can just go to the back room. We have a coffee room. You can serve yourself. We have water. We have coffee.
So you enjoy that? All right now. Awesome. Awesome.
And it's important if you study